Yeah, just another series you'll start and stop in 2 weeks. I don't think you'll quit in a week. It'll be when you get 10 mil. In before he quits after this episode. XD. Hope you don't quit in 3 days. Gee guys, thanks for having faith in me. I appreciate it. Anyways, hello friends. Welcome to episode dose of the PVM 100 mil scratch thing. So the first thing I did was I punched the shit out of unicorns. Why? Because they drop unicorn horns, which are worth like 900 apiece. So I did that for a full inventory, and I sold them all, obviously, for like 20 something K. And I used that to buy a couple teleport runes, and then I bought a rune sim. And then I also bought cow hides, and the reason for that is to kill unicows. This brought back so many memories for me. Like I used to kill unicows back in the day when I was a kid, back when I was like probably 15, like the first time I ever became a member. That was my initial money making method. And I was trying to get a dark bow when I first did it, and they were 5 mil, and I got really close, but I ended up spending it on fire making. So it just brought back a lot of memories for me to do that. So I ended up getting 93 unicorn horns, and I sold them all, and then I used the money I got from that to buy a bunch of gear, and it wasn't very expensive, but considering how little money I have, it basically depleted most of my cash stack. But I went to go get an accumulator because even though I had them in my bank, obviously I want to do all this from scratch. So I went and got me an accumulator, for like 1K or whatever. And then I had to go get a Draman staff. So I went to the one cave from Intrana, killed the zombie, and got an axe on the first drop, which was sweet. And then I went and got a couple Draman staffs. And so with all my gear, I bought a thing of lobsters, and I had my Draman staff and all that. So I headed to Wyverns. And I know someone in the comments said that something like, oh, all you're going to do is go to Wyverns, grind for a whip, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to Wyverns just for some starting initial cash. And then I'm going to use that cash to go like do other things like bossing and stuff like that. So I did one trip of Wyverns, and I ended up getting like 150K, I believe. I was doing it wrong. I realized it after the trip because I guess you're not supposed to collect the bones. You're just supposed to camp there. And so I got like 150 something K from my first trip there, which wasn't bad considering it, allowed me to buy it would allow me to buy more food and all that stuff for like better trips and all that. And so with my newfound knowledge of Wyverns, I ended up going back, and instead of collecting bones, I just collected the like stackable drops and stuff, and like the bigger drops and stuff like that. And I ended up selling it all, and I got just about exactly 1 mil from Wyverns from that trip, which is pretty nice. And then that added on to my my 300K that I already had. So that netted me up to 1.4 mil total bank, which is pretty nice. So on that note, with that in mind, that's going to be the end of episode 1. The bank, 1.4 mil already in one episode. It's got, 99 mil to go. So we're making progress. I mean, 1 mil in one day, and the first day, considering starting from scratch, isn't too terrible. But the next goal is I want to be able to get an Abyssal Whip, because obviously it's the best like weapon in the game, like bar none. So that will be the goal for the next episode, and I hope it doesn't take ages to get. But yeah, episode 1 complete, 1.4 mil in the bank. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys will look forward to the next one. I hope you guys will enjoy this series. Hopefully it should be a good one. So peace, dudes.